Hello, my name is Brittany. I'm an intake specialist here at West Valley Child Crisis Center. This is Alex, a foster alumni, and he's agreed to tell us about some of his story. Alex, tell us how long you were in foster care.
Hi, Brittany. Thank you for having me here. I was in foster care for 6 years. I went in when I was 15 years old, but before that, I had a rough upbringing with my family. My mother was also in foster care several years, and so were her siblings. So growing up, I grew familiar with how the foster care system worked, and like I said, I ended up in foster care myself.
Awesome. What types of placements did you live in while you were in foster care?
I lived with family members. I lived with friends. I was homeless a couple of times. I lived in group homes, and also I was in foster homes, several foster homes.
Mm. Do you still keep in touch with any of the placements that you lived with?
I especially stay in contact with my last foster placement. I lived with them when I was 17 years old, and I lived with them for only 8 months, roughly about 8 months. And it's been 10 years that I left their home, and I am still in contact with them now.
Awesome. What about that placement or foster home made you want to stay in contact with them?
While I lived with them, they made me feel valued and important, and they pretty much made me a part of their family. And even after I left their home, they remained in contact with me. They would call me, they would visit me, they invited me over to dinners. After over the years, they continue to stay in contact with me, reach out to me. Have invited me to their like family graduations, family gatherings, holidays, just special events like that. And what the reason one of the main reasons why I've stayed in contact with them is because they've made me feel important, and they've, in a sense, they do appreciate me, and I appreciate that, and they love me. I know they do, and I love them as well.
Could you tell us a little bit of what your experience was living with them while you were still in foster care?
At first, it was hard because they still are a very structured family, very routine. They would sit down and have dinner at a specific time. And I wasn't used to that. When I used to live with other placements or with my family members, I just did as I pleased. So they taught me structure, and also, like, for example, like even when I did my homework, they would tell me not to use my phone when I was doing my homework. And at first, I didn't like it. I was a teenager. I was kind of a little rebellious, but I just followed the rules, and I didn't understand it then. But over time, over the years, I've learned to appreciate what they taught me. And yeah, so those little things like that are appreciated. On top of that, they were they I learned about the traditional families, like the culture, like the American life and stuff like that, because I wasn't familiar with that either. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so what advice would you give to prospective foster parents?
Just to be understanding. A lot of kids come with a history, with a package. They are gonna be rebellious. They're not gonna be understanding. So it's the job of the foster parent to understand the kid and where they're at emotionally and mentally, and just to be empathetic towards them. It's very important.
So now that you yourself work with the foster care population, could you tell us about what motivated you to work in this field?
What motivated me was I just want to continue to give back what was given to me. I had a lot of great caseworkers, mentors, skills trainers, also my foster parents, that they showed me that I could move forward, and they empowered me and they made me feel like I was important, like I said earlier. And I just want to continue to give back all of that.
Awesome. Is there
Hmm.
anything else you'd like to add?
Um, no, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you. To hear more stories like mine, check out the West Valley Child Crisis Center YouTube channel. Thank you.